be a member of Trinidad All Stars means that you are part of a living historical entity. All Stars is a place of community, a place for family, a place for love, a place where excellence is personified. You're coming in here, you're being part of a movement, a commitment that is based on our watchwords: discipline, dedication, and magnificence. Anybody who comes inside of here is adding to that collective history, and we welcome that. Preparations for our Panorama season usually starts right after the New Year, so normally by the 2nd of January, and we go forward. Getting the band to the finals is a long process. It's a pace. We have to pace ourselves. It takes many different committees and persons inside the orchestra that makes this thing happen, from the arranger to the general manager and management, to the stage side members who also help, to the section leaders of each section. We have persons who are also working in the background, working on decorations, refreshments, making sure the pans and racks are tuned and fixed. So it's a holistic and overall concept that allows for everybody to have a place and a thing to do inside ourselves. Well, some of the aspects that will go into selecting the Panorama piece, working closely with the arranger, he would know exactly what it is he wants to hear. All Stars historically has a nice sound in terms of a kind of bounce and drive, and that is our signature style. That is something that the arranger will look for in a particular piece, something that he could develop motivically, something that he could develop harmonically, you understand? So these are things that he would look for, something that will strike a chord with the audience, with the crowd, something that will lift the spirit of carnival within the orchestra. The process of selecting the piece usually is between the arranger and a small team of people who we have working here. I am one of those persons where we will sit down, listen to various pieces of the current year to see which may be the most viable pieces to go forward with. When we do that, we will put down the verse and chorus in the room, bring it out to the band members. Upon that, arranger will listen to what we have done, and he will make this final determination of which piece he thinks may be the best choice or best fit for the Trinidad All Stars to go forward. This year, knowing that it's a longer season, we actually came up with about 8 possible pieces. Now, not all 8 would have been viable Panorama contenders. We also supply music for on the road, right? So some pieces will just generally geared towards the masqueraders on the road. And we had about 3 or 4 contenders, serious contenders for the Panorama selection. The arranger, after listening to the pieces, and how the band sound, because there's one thing doing it in the room with a select few, and then when the sound translates with the entire orchestra is another thing. And listening to that, gaining the feedback from members, from the general public, from our fans and stuff, Generally, he will decide exactly which is the best piece to go forward. One of the main reasons why we chose Machel Montano's Bet Me for our Panorama selection is its popularity. The people love it. Our fans in Ipania, they love it. The members love it. Another thing is that the lyrics of the tune actually speaks about Machel's accomplishments throughout his whole career. Something that mirrors what Smooth has done with his accomplishments with the Panorama Arena. So it's something that I think he can gravitate towards and put out his best with it. What people can expect from prelims going forward is a masterclass in arranging. When you hear a smooth arrangement, there's nothing that's going to stop you from dancing. If you're not dancing when you're hearing that, something wrong with you. And if he's not seeing that, he will do something to make that happen. As much as the arranger makes music, if there are no practitioners to perform it, there's nothing there. The players play a vital role in making sure that the music that Smooth brings out is performed to perfection. And they have a role in terms of making sure that they come to rehearsals on time and regularly, making sure that they have the music from the section leaders, making sure that they stay for drills, section practice, all of these things, making sure that we all live or all work together here in the Panyard here with unity, so that at the end of the day, when we go up the road, when we go towards our competition, we all sound as one. Our supporters are the backbone of this orchestra. Any orchestra that produces music and doesn't have a following, you're doing it in vain. You must have some outlet, somewhere where your work, your craft is appreciated. And we have that in droves in Trinidad All Stars. The amount of supporters we have, whether it's in the Panyard here or whether we go to different parts of the country to performing or anything like that, or abroad, we have supporters who follow this band religiously, regularly. The importance of our fans and supporters is not to be underrated. It is also it's something like, almost like a gauge as to how well we are doing in terms of the competition. If they like it, you will see the difference. If they're not so much into it, you'll also know that. But the fans give you a kind of gauge as to how well you're doing. You understand? As much as you have die-hard and core supporters, people will only like what they like. Prelims is the calm before the storm. This is where everything starts off, where we really going to see exactly what the people, what the judges have to say about what our presentation is about. Understand? We come in here with a measured approach, not overconfident, just making sure that we don't overperform and that what we do is exactly what we need to do to get the nod from the judges to go forward. What makes All Stars this vibrant band on stage is the way we conduct ourselves in the Panyard before that. Before anything happens, we are friends first. We all work together to make sure that each person helps the other person to make sure that they have the music. We're all working together throughout the whole long, arduous season, drilling together, we're coming together. So it makes you feel like you want to be part of something. Everybody has the same goal, they want to win. The ultimate goal for Trinidad All Stars is to play music that the people want. Play music that the people can feel. Play music that will resonate with all our supporters, all our fans, and something that we can all be proud of ourselves. My hope for PAN is that it just grows from strength to strength. What I want to see is that more PAN in schools. I want to see the national instrument being more widely accepted within our own country. I want to see our national instrument being something that could be used as a revenue earner to bring in foreign income. I like to see something that we could be exporting our instrument to the wider area, to the wider world.